Hi, today I would like to speak about Kiprun Kipstorm Tempo shoe. As you know, I did for my first impression run a few months ago, but somehow in the meantime I was not running much. I was in the kind of period after the marathon doing a base trainings, so somehow I forgot to run in this shoe. And last weeks I did few runs with them and I was really impressed. So therefore I would like to do a complete review of this shoe, and I think you will really like it. First of all, the specs. About the specs, this is quite a light shoe. It's 230 grams in the US size 9. It has heel stack of 45 millimeters and heel drop of 8 millimeters. The upper, if you can see, it's a kind of breathable upper. In the midsole, it has combination of acrylic TPU and EVA. Because of the EVA, it's getting stable. Outsole is also kind of rubber that looks that it would be really good running in the wet condition. So about the fit. The fit is unfortunately the only issue that I could find with this shoe. Somehow the size conversion is not perfect. I ordered in the EU 44.5, that is the shoe which I ordered for most of the shoes, and it was way too long for me. Somehow EU 44 or US 44.5 of US 10.5 should be 28.5 centimeters. But I think that this one, and that what they say on the label, but somehow this US 10.5, EU 44.5 is, I think, 29.5 centimeters somehow. Then if you buy this one, you should go size down. For me, let's say I run with shoes in 45 EU 11, then US 11, then I would go US 10. Maybe even in US 9.5 I will fit, but I wouldn't try that experiment, because on this one I have about 1.5 centimeter empty space. So about how it runs. I was running on these shoes 4 or 5 runs already. I have about 50-60 kilometers and I can say that it was performing quite good. When I run easy, it goes a bit faster, but it's also good for easy run. So if I want to run an easy run with low effort with other shoes that would be pace of 540, I go easily 520, 515 even with this one pace per kilometer. So even of when you want to do easy, it goes kind of steady. That is a great feature of this shoe. It's quite responsive midsole, pretty fast, but also not the fastest one. Yesterday I did one strides run, and it was doing fine, but it was not doing so perfectly fast as the light shoes or carbon shoes. But I could go faster than 4 minutes per kilometer on the strides of 100 meters. So it was also getting some speed that is was serious speed, good for short runs. Also, what I think that this shoe could be used is long runs with marathon pace parts, and I think that on that this would be ideal scenario for using these shoes on a long run, somehow pace close to the marathon pace. For some people who don't want to go for carbon, it could be a marathon racer, and I think it would people could easily run something like let's say 330, 340 marathon with these shoes. I think personally I could do it, but also other people for aiming of that kind of targets for marathon, they could also do it. About the competition, I would say that it's strong. This shoe is strong competitor to the ASIC Megablast. They run similar. They have similar features: heel stack of 45, heel drop of 8. but there is a big difference. On the EU market and also in the UK, this one costs 100 euros less. So this one is 140 euros and this one is 240 euros. Maybe this is kind of a bit softer, but somehow I like the run in this one also. And for me, my first impression is that this one is faster than Megablast. So you pay 140 euros and you get a perfect shoe that could be used in every scenario. If you want to go with one shoe only, this one. Then if you take one shoe only for your vacation, that could be this one. This one also too, but okay. We have a difference of 100 euros. Another competition, I would say not really competition, but something in the same range, would be EVO SL. EVO SL was known to be one of the best value for money the last 2 years. It costs only 150 euros, but it can be used for tempo run, intervals, racing. I have just purchased this one, the woven version, so I will come with a review next few days. So the thing is that both can be used for everything, but this is more cushions. And for the long runs on the marathon tempo, then I would use this one. Another similar competition is Rebel from New Balance. This is also in the price range of 150, 160 euros. Could be used on everything, but the thing is that still the cushioning is better here. So about the ride, this one looks more similar to the Tempo, because I would say this one is good for tempo, up to marathon pace, also really lightweight. But for the intervals, I probably wouldn't run with any of them. Yeah, if I don't have another option, then I would run with them. But yeah, for this one, yeah, actually I did something like a 3-kilometer test race and it was doing quite fine. But yeah, I'm mentioning these shoes because they are on a same price level and can do everything. But I think that the durability and cushioning is on this one. And on the side of this one. So this looks like one of the best values for money at this moment, and versatile, and can be used for everything, almost everything. So what is your opinion about this one? Have you ever tested one, or you have some other favorite in the category shoe that pass everything? Please let me know in the comments. That was for today. Thank you very much and bye bye.